So children, we understood that in Zimbabwe how the people had the rights, how they were respecting the rights of the people and how they were following the laws. Okay, so here what happened? Yes, the Robert Mugabe was not following any of the laws and he himself amended the constitution many times just to make the more powers to the president and make him less accountable. And he was not given rights to the people, opposition party, and even he was not bothered the judgment of the, the judgments of the court. So that's the reason the people were against him, and once, in the year of 2017, he forced out of the office. Okay children, and let's see the next. See, a democratic government's rules within limits set by constitutional law and citizens' right. So according to democracy, children, understand, according to democracy, they have to follow, the leaders or the government has to follow or rule the country within the limits which has been given in the constitutional law, and they have to give the rights to the citizens, that is, all are equal. Okay, hope you all understood, right children? Very good. Yes. So here, after stretch, we'll see all the 4 features of democracy. Okay, the first one it is, in a democracy, the final decision making power must rest with those elected by the people. That is, it has to be given to the elected people, the decision making power. And then, a democracy must be based on a free and fair elections where those currently in power have a fair chance of losing. That means any political parties, they are participating or contesting in an election, it has to be in a fair manner. There should not be any malpractices and the fraud things which happens in a election. So we have seen the example of Pakistan, how it was. So election should not be like that. In a democracy, each adult citizen must have one vote and each vote must have one value. So as I told you people, universal adult franchise. So that means every adult should have a voting right and it has to be considered as a one value. Okay, see, a democratic government rules within limits set by constitutional law and citizens' rights. So whatever the rule it has to be the democratic government should follow, or it has to be limits within the constitutional law which has been framed, or else, and the citizens' rights. We have given set of rights to the people. So based on the rights, they have to rule the government. Okay children, these are the 4 features of democracy. And next, let us just summarize the meaning or the definition of democracy. What is the meaning of democracy, children? Yes? Very good. Very good, children. That is, it is a form of government where, yes, the rulers are elected by the people. Okay, see here. Rulers are, the rulers elected by the people take all the major decision. That is what the first feature we have seen. The maximum decision making power should be given only to the rulers. That's what here they are telling. Maximum, the powers, decision making power will be given to the rulers. And then elections offer a choice and fair opportunity to the people to change the current rulers. Even the current rulers, if they are not doing well, they have got, the people have got, our elections have given the chance and the choice or opportunity to the people to change the government or current rulers. And then the third one is, this choice and opportunity is available to all the people on an equal basis. That means everyone are equal. Political equality has been given. And then the exercise of this choice leads to a government limited by basic rules of the constitution and citizens' right. Whatever the choice or the government is ruling the country, it should be based on the constitutional law and the citizens' rights. Okay, children? Hope you all understood, right? Yes. So we understood about what is democracy and the features of democracy. And now we are going to see about why democracy. Why do we need to follow this democracy? So by seeing this, you can see in your textbook there are lots of arguments among their friends. So the few people may think that even in democracy, there are a lot of problems. Yes or no, children? So even in democracy, we will be following some problems. So same way, the people were discussing that why can't we give the single person the power and he has to be accountable for whatever the developmental activities which has to happen in a country. He should be responsible. So the few people are discussing that if we give a power to the single person, what happens, children? Of course, it is none other than the kind of dictatorship, autocracy. That means the power will be in a single hand. If even he becomes a corrupted one, then what happens to the country? Understand? So by seeing all these things, we can just go ahead with the yes. So how democracy is better than the other form of government. We can just discuss about the different forms of governments are there. Yes or no, children? What are the different forms we can see, children? Can you name any 3 or 4? Yes? Autocracy, aristocracy, monopoly, dictatorship. Yes, n number of the kinds of government are there. So in all those forms of government, how come a democracy is better than all those government? Okay, let us see here, children. So now we are going to see some drawbacks of democracy. That means arguments against democracy, some disadvantages of democracy. So according to you people also, you know many problems we are facing within the country because even India is a democratic country. So you can just note down those, the drawbacks also along with these things. See, leaders keep changing in a democracy. This leads to instability. Yes, exactly, children. What happens? Every 5 years we'll be having elections. So when we are having elections, of course, every 5 years the leaders will be changing, keep on changing. So what happens that time? There will be no stability. The continuation will not be there. Stability will not be there. The last leader, whatever the ideas he has taken and whatever the developmental activity he has planned, it will not be continued in the next 5 years because the new leader will be coming. So what happens? There will be no stability. It leads to the instability. And the next one, democracy is all about political competition and power play. There is no scope for morality. So here what happens, children? Democracy, we can see in our, the surroundings only. How this happens, children? Of course, people or the leaders will be more conscious about their elections and even to become a, yes, it may be minister, MLA or whatever, to become a powerful person. Understand? So that time what happened? People will not be bothered about moralities and what is the needs of the people. They will be just bothering about their powers. Okay? They'll be bothering only in the winning the elections. So that is the reason they are telling there will be no scope for morality. And the next one it is, so many people have to be consulted in a democracy that leads to delay. So when we are taking any decisions, children, so in democracy, as I can take a decision, it will not be possible. We have to consult so many people. So that time what happened? That decisions will be little delayed. Okay. And next, elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people. It leads to bad decisions. So sometime what happened? The needs of the people will be different and the decisions which has been taken by the leaders will be different because they'll not be knowing about what is the needs of the people, what is the interest of the people, what they are demanding. It will not be known by the elected leaders. So that's the reason they'll be taking some bad decisions which is not even required by the people. Okay. And the next one, it is democracy leads to corruption, for it is based on electoral competition. So as I told you people, what happens? It leads to corruption. So in the last point we saw that, yes, the maximum leaders will be concentrating only on, yes children, the winning of a election. So that time, in nowadays we can see how the elections are going on. They are offering lot of money to the people, or the voters. Understand? So they'll be demanding lot of the money to the people. They are becoming more corrupted. There is a lot of, they started offer money, everything to the people just for a vote. So that time what happened? It needs more and more money. So that situation, of course, they will start, doing this corrupted activities. See here. So democracy leads to the corruption, for it is based on electoral competition. So to win the election, somehow they need money. So that's the reason, of course, they'll be involved in the corruption. Okay. Ordinary people don't know what is good for them. They should not decide anything. So sometime what happened? Ordinary people will not be knowing what exactly the good for them. What will, if they take any decision, what will be make them to be better? How the, the society can be developed. They'll not be aware about those things. They'll not be aware about the schemes. They'll not be aware about the developmental activities which will be happening. So that's the reason they should not decide anything. Okay, children? You people understood the arguments against the democracy. Okay? So here what happens? There will be no stability because the leaders will be keep on changing. That is the one thing. And then there will be no morality. Understand? Because what is the reason? There will be no morality. Yes, democracy is all about the political competition. So they'll be just bothered only to win the election. They'll not be bothered about the morality. And the second one, it is to take decision. It will take lot of time, delays in making the decision, because we have to consult so many people. For example, if one MLA has to take one decision, he has to consult the minister, he has to consult all the levels of leaders. Then only that particular, decision can be made. And then elected leaders do not know the best interest of the people. It leads to bad decision. They'll not be bothered, or they'll not be knowing about what exactly the people need, or the needs of the people. They'll be taking the decision which will not be known to the people. Okay. Democracy leads to corruption. How it leads to corruption, children? Because it based on the elections. So to spend for the election, they need some money. So that time they'll be involved in some corruption activities. And the next one, it is ordinary people will not be having any idea about what exactly good for them. Okay. Hope you all understood the disadvantages of democracy. And here we are not discussing the disadvantages of democracy. We are going to see only how democracy is better than other forms of government. Okay. See, this is the recapitulation question, guys. You have to note down in your homework note. Okay. Who doesn't have the voting right in Saudi Arabia? That is women. And then which party in Zimbabwe led the struggle for independence? That is ZANU-PF. You have to write. Mention essential features of democracy. You have to write the 4 main features of democracy. Okay. And then about ZANU-PF wins elections every 5 years in Zimbabwe. Are the leaders of ZANU-PF close to the values of democracy? Explain. You have to explain about how the election, how those people were following the rules and regulations. That you have to explain, children. Okay. Hope you all understood the concept. If any doubts, you just let me know, children. In today's session, we understood about the features of democracy and the disadvantages of democracy. Okay. Thank you all. Have a nice day.